Okay, so central anticholinergics trihexyphenidyl, benzexol, procyclidine, piperidine, orphanedrine, and promethazine. These drugs have a higher central to peripheral anticholinergic action compared to atropine. Okay, so that means they act more in the central nervous system, have a similar pharmacological profile as of atropine, no criteria to choose between them. That means this one is better or that one is better. There is no criteria to choose. Okay, so almost all of them they act at the similar potency. They produce 10 to 25% improvement in symptoms lasting 4 to 8 hours. Efficacy is much lower than levodopa but cheap and have lesser side effects. Efficacy is much lower than levodopa but cheap and have lesser side effects. Can be combined with levodopa to lower its dose. The only class effective in drug-induced Parkinsonism. Note this point, okay? So if there is any question about the drug-induced Parkinsonism, the only class of drug is anticholinergics. Central anticholinergics, trihexyphenidyl, benzexol, procyclidine. So all these drugs, adverse effects, they are similar to atropine because they are anticholinergics basically. So drying of mouth, blurring of vision. So all those things are similar to atropine. Memory impairment, confusion, blurred vision, urinary retention, all these things are seen with these drugs. Trihexyphenidyl most commonly used at 2 to 10 milligrams per day. Piperidine also same dosage. And orphanedrine 100 to 300 milligrams per day. Now let do a quick recap of all the class of drugs. Where do they act? How do they act? Levodopa, it enters the central nervous system. Very less amount enters, but whatever enters, where it acts is the dopaminergic nerves in the midbrain. There it goes, and then it enters into the nerve, and then it reaches the vesicle containing storing the neurotransmitter. So that dopamine is released for its action, where for it's a muscle contraction modulation. So dopamine's principal action in the midbrain is moderation of the neuromuscular coordination. Okay, so there it goes. And then second one is selegiline and rasagiline. These are all MAO-B inhibitors. So MAO is it's an enzyme which metabolizes the dopamine. It degrades the dopamine and in the neurochemical neurohormone the structure system. So there it inhibits the MOB. This MOB is inhibited so that the dopamine whatever is there is available for action here for a longer time. COMT inhibitors are also same methodology, but COMT is catecholomethyltransferase. They are outside the neurons. So if the dopamine is being degraded by COMT, that is inhibited by COMT, so that a larger duration of the action of the dopamine is made sure. Acetylcholine inhibitors. This is anticholinesterase, anti-acetylcholine system, anticholinergic system. Anticholinergic it blocks the action of the acetylcholine atom so that the balance weighs on the neurodopamine side. Dopamine less, acetylcholine excess is the cause for Parkinson's disease. So this excess acetylcholine is knocked off. Dopamine agonists, they come directly and bind to the dopamine receptors here. Okay, So that is the one which is useful there. Amantadine, it stimulates the release of dopamine and inhibits the reuptake. So stimulates more and more release of the dopamine and inhibits the reuptake. Thereby it makes sure that dopamine, more amount of the dopamine is available in the neuromuscular junction, neuronal junction. So this is how the different groups of the neurochemicals act. What are the key takeaways? We have heard a lot now. Basically, Parkinson's disease is a disease of the neuromuscular transmission at the midbrain. Okay, so there is something has gone wrong in the striatal pathway, nigrostriatal pathway. This nigrostriatal pathway has gone along in the dopaminergic and cholinergic system, where the dopaminergic less and the cholinergic excess is the cause for the pathology. How it manifests? It manifests as trap, tremors, rigidity, abnormal movements, and postural abnormality. Okay, so it affects the aged people, 55 and above, 70 and 79 kind range groups. It affects, not in the younger group. It affects the both the okay, sexes samely. Okay, and what are the drugs that are available for the management? So drugs available are cholinergic system or the dopaminergic system. Dopaminergic system, first of all, dopamine, main base is dopamine precursor, that is levodopa, and then dopamine decarboxylase inhibitor, that is carbidopa and benserazide. Then dopamine agonists, then COMT inhibitors, and then MAOB inhibitors. Then comes amantadine, and then the anticholinergic sites. They can be benzhexidine, trihexyphenidyl, benzexol, and orphanedrine, these kind of drugs. So now while managing, there is a key takeaways. None of the drugs alter the pathology of the Parkinson's disease. They just control symptoms and add 3 to 6 years more to the life. The point to be noted. Unconfirmed reports say that dopamine progresses striatal degeneration. Therefore, initially, when the person is diagnosed as Parkinson's disease, he is not given dopamine. He is given other drugs such as dopamine agonists or COMT inhibitors or MAOB inhibitors. So it is given only to enhance the inherent dopamine levels. External dopamine is not given. Levodopa and decarboxylase inhibitor combination is a standard therapy. That's the main base, main circuit of the treatment, initiated slowly over 2 to 3 months. So levodopa, this is the last slide. After this, if it closes, we are not missing anything. We have covered everything, including the revision. So levodopa plus dopamine decarboxylase inhibitor benefit starts declining after 2 to 3 years. Wearing off effect starts. Levodopa alone is now used only in patients who develop intolerable dyskinesia with levodopa and dopamine decarboxylase inhibitor. Amantadine plus levodopa for brief periods during exacerbation can be given. To smoothen off the on and off phenomenon, you go either for a direct dopamine agonist or a catecholamine transferase inhibitor. Okay, so with this, we cover Parkinson's disease. You have to read it today itself so that it's something you will retain. Any doubts? Any doubts? Any
No,
clarification?
sir.
Okay. Please read well about this topic, okay, and understand. Hmm? Okay, take care. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, sir.